Hello, my name is Sibyl Harmony, and this is a video about how to deal with narcissists, energy vampires, and what is an energy vampire, and crazy people. So, uh, narcissists and controlling people, and some energy vampires are control, that's what they do. There are other types of energy vampires that are very needy, and so I'll talk about those. But narcissist means a person, Narcy looked into the water and saw a reflection of himself and fell in love with himself. I don't know it's not like it's okay to love yourself. And there's a lot of new age, you know, energy out there like, oh, love yourself. Well, what does that mean to a narcissist? That's a good question. But so a narcissist is all about them. Narcissists, alcoholics, crazy people, and addicts like to create smoke screens. The name of the game is control. So how do they control you? By throwing you off balance, by upsetting you, by causing so many things to happen, or smoke screens, so you can't really see what's going on. So they're abusing you by working on your nervous system, like pecking away, and it can happen gradually, or they can be out in your face, but it starts to mount the pressure and the stress that you feel being around them or dealing with things, and they blame you for things. So people that don't have egos will not be blaming you. They will look at their own stuff, or they'll recognize that we're attacking a problem, not a person. So many of us come from families where we have blame and control. When you're controlled as a child, it makes your will go, self-will run riot. It makes you, whatever is suppressed then explodes out. So it makes pressure. So mostly with adult relationships, when we're being controlled, the person will blame you, make you think it's your fault somehow, threaten to leave you. And controllers like to find really compassionate people with big hearts that have abandonment issues or need to be accepted and approved of. So there's always a threat that they'll leave if you don't comply with or agree with whatever is going on, and you're not going to let them be in control. And they probably will. And you know that. And they know that too. They know that that's their strength. So the trick is to love yourself more than allowing somebody to control you, because they'll leave. Because if they leave, it's actually a gift. You may not feel like it at the time. That's because you're still working on your issues of loving yourself, which is genuine love, not a narcissistic love. Genuine heart open love. Narcissistic love, I don't even know where that is. Genuine love comes from the heart chakra. It comes from a higher spiritual sense where everyone wins, where you care about other people's thoughts and feelings and lives and all that. Narcissists only care about them. So they like chaos, confusion, drama, abuse, and it will usually escalate. As they find out what you can tolerate, they'll do more and more. So it's really important to set boundaries with these people immediately, because if you don't, it'll be harder later. They need to know that you don't care if they leave, that you're not going to put up with that. If you've grown up in an abusive family, you'll accept unacceptable behavior. And the level that you accept will be the level usually that you accepted in your family. There is good news that relationships usually tend to get better as we grow and heal. They're not quite as abusive as maybe the first one. If you are a person who grew up in an abusive house, you will find abusive people in the world to work out your issues. until you love yourself and you're there for yourself and you don't abandon you. So love yourself, set your boundaries. This could be an employer. When you have had an abusive childhood, you will be in a job where you have the same type of abuse that you had as a child, because these are your patterns that you're healing. So we are not a victim. It's you. You are strong. You are healthy. You can do this. You can love yourself. And the more you do that, and the more you set boundaries, and the more you don't let them get to you, don't lose your inner peace. Don't lose the present moment. Don't get ungrounded. Honor your space. Your space is, your aura is about 2 or 3 feet around you in every direction. You have a grounding, like a root, like a long umbilical cord that goes into the earth, and one that comes out of your head and goes to the stars or the cosmos. Your energy field is lines and grids and chakras, which are consciousness centers. That is you. Your energy and your spirit is in there. Don't let anyone take that from you or invade that space. You can share love with somebody who deserves it. But as you learn, because you will learn from these people how to become strong. It's like that song, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. It will. Okay, so that's narcissists and crazy people. Now, there are types of energy vampires. There's one that is a controller, an abuser. This person will drain your energy. All of these people will have what we call etheric cords. When you have a relationship with someone, it can also be a situation or event, your body forms an energy connection that psychics can see, and we call these cords. They can be thin little spaghetti strings for someone you just met, or big hoses, really big, for someone you've known for a lot of lifetimes or all of your life. So through these cords, they can send energy. So if you're sensitive and you're a caring, compassionate person, or you have really bright energy, and so if you've had abuse, you'll have holes in your aura. They can plug in really easily. And sometimes they'll plug in anyway, even if they can't find a hole. If you're around them long enough, they'll plug in, these angry, controlling people. And then there's actually the needy ones, which are even worse. And that's why they're called energy vampires, because they will plug in to your body, your energy field, your chakras, and drain your energy or send you negative energy. So if you ever notice, like if you're around someone who's angry, all of a sudden you become angry, or you didn't used to be angry, and now that you're in this relationship, you're finding that, I'm really angry. You may be taking on their anger or their sadness or their fear, and then they will look at you and go, what's wrong with you? Why are you always so emotional? So women do this. They tend to take care of a man or a person, could be a woman if you're gay, tend to, in the female role, and the men can do this too, but primarily it's women, will take care of a man emotionally, and then he's to take care of you financially. But now that women are working, that doesn't really work out very well. If you're in a healthy relationship, you're courted in love. We're not talking about that. This is courted, unhealthy relationships, where this person is giving you negative messages either through energy, and they will probably do little slights or little, or the worst kind, like I said, is the needy kind. This person is not connected to source, so they need to get their energy from other people to stay alive. Some of them I've seen really bad. I've seen it. And I've dealt with them too. So they will create drama to get because they kind of feed off fear and drama. Yeah, they will create issues, illness even. I know one lady who used to think her cats were sick all the time and then call all these people and have a whole big, rushing to the emergency room all the time. This is not about a real emergency, because sometimes people need help and support. But this relationship, there is give and take. And you can have an employer like this too who's very needy, which is really awful. And they're paying you so you would stay, or family members like an older parent who's needy and drains on you and wants to complain all the time, and there's never a solution to their problems. You're supposed to fix it and you can't, so they'll continue to just kind of draw on that as well. So there are some things you can do. Set boundaries. When you set a boundary with any of these people, you say, no, I'm not doing that, then you are saying no to their energy. Okay? When you go out to lunch, say you go out to lunch and you're feeling pretty good, you sit and talk with your friend, you're looking her in the eye, you're sitting in front of her, and then you end up leaving lunch not feeling very good and going home and taking a nap for the rest of the day because you're exhausted. And she's been sitting there talking about her problems and drama. You're trying to help her because it's always about her. And she might pick around a little bit at what's going on with you, but it's just to kind of get information to kind of lure you in. So this has happened to me. And so what that person's doing is draining your energy. And misery loves company. So if you're happy and feeling good, I had my family, like my mother would say, how can you be happy when your sisters are so sad? Well, that's a natural state. Happiness and well-being is our natural state. All this other stuff for being really needy, for somebody who is either blaming and abusing you or refuses to grow up and deal with their own issues and their energy. Now, like I said, sometimes people need help, but this is a relationship where you go into that lunch, maybe once in a while something happens that's like they're, something really awful's happened, but not every week, not every day, on the phone for hours, like complaining and drama and and it's really sad because these people have not grown up or taking responsibility. And usually these people have had abandonment issues and they look for other people who have abandonment issues. And so this is very manipulative to kind of plug in. I used to get so tired and drained when I'm around these people. So there are some things that you can do. When you sit at the lunch, you don't look in their eyes. Don't sit in front of an energy vampire. Energy moves in a straight line. They will plug right in. So sit beside them or corner, kitty corner, or get some friends to come with you because their attention won't be on you and you can more easily avoid them. Put something between you, like your purse, a crystal. I wear crystals to protect my energy. A bubble of light can help, but if you're in close contact with one of these people that, a drama queen, needy, or angry person that's draining you, you're going to get worn down. So keep something between you, like a car. If you have to go somewhere with them, like a family event, take your own car and set your boundaries. Leave when you're done, leave. And you can, the one thing in severe case, I used a red piece of yarn soaked in blessed water and tie it around your waist and put it under your clothing. Black tourmaline, here is a black tourmaline. This is a rather small one. You can get big ones. Senolite, I have a big senolite here. This is ancient sea salt. These are crystals, and they help to get rid of energy, vampire energy. Taking a salt bath, or taking a bath in coconut milk, a box of coconut milk, will help to clean the slime off. There are other techniques, energy techniques, and cutting the cords. So you may need more. If you've been around one a lot, you may have become very ill or tired and the doctors can't figure out what's going on. You might have an energy vampire or be in an abusive relationship where somebody is sending you their anger, their criticism, their judgment, and then you start to feel bad. Like, oh, I'm depressed and I don't even know that my life has any meaning and purpose because I was absorbing their unowned stuff and thinking that it was mine, and then thinking, well, maybe I'm just depressed. No, it's your relationships. Now, sometimes you can't leave a person that's like a child or a job that you need, at least not right away. So if you do, then you'll have another problem. You won't have a job. So you can start to look for a better job, but most important, heal yourself. Take responsibility for, why am I allowing this person to do this? Do I feel valuable? Do I value myself? Am I doing this to make money? So as you own your value and your worth and set your boundaries, then, and really love yourself from the heart, you will find that you're better off without any of these people. If you continue to let them do that to you, you're teaching them that it's okay for them to abuse you and not change, because they won't. Because why would they? And it doesn't mean that they will change if you leave them. Don't make a threat because you want to get them to change. It's really about healing yourself and being there for yourself. Prayer works. The things I mentioned work. The crystals, the salts, the ribbon. Also sage. If they've been over in your house, sage the house. If you live with one, saging can help. The more contact you have, the worse it is. So email is probably the least contact, or a note. Then would be a text, then would be a phone call, and then would be an in-person connection. So you can visualize like, I'm cutting the cords if you meet somebody who's really negative. But if you're in a relationship, you probably need, like this, you probably need some professional cord cutting and energy healing and support. You may need support. And when you let go of the negative people that are draining you and stealing your energy, it's just really stealing your dreams. They're a thief. As you let go of them, your health will come back, your joy will come back, your energy will come back, and you will attract people who value you and who can be an adult, who can be kind, who are respectful. So respect yourself. The affirmation would be, I choose me. I love and respect myself. My name is Sibyl Harmony. If you'd like a reading or a healing, you can contact me at sibylharmony.com, spelled SIBYL, harmony.com. May you be healed, because in truth, you already are. Thank you for liking and subscribe if you'd like to hear more of my videos, and you'll get them as they come out.